of terrorists, and we paid a heavy price. 80,000 civilians and soldiers killed or injured, and the economy set back by $120 billion. Just to be clear, this is throughout the whole war on terror. Unfortunately, the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan and some other terrorist groups found safe havens elsewhere, and even more frequent attacks have been conducted against Pakistan's military and civilian targets. The brutal nature of the TTP and its callous targeting of children in the APS attack and other crimes, mass executions and beheadings, should also reinforce the world community's determination to combat and defeat terrorism, the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, along with other terrorist organizations such as ISIS operating in Afghanistan. Our intelligence agencies have solid proof of financial and organizational support and direction provided to the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan. We have shared a comprehensive dossier with the Secretary General and the Security Council containing concrete evidence of such external support to the TTP and other terrorist organizations operating against Pakistan. It was Pakistan's hope and expectation that the new authorities in Kabul would be able to convince or constrain the TTP from conducting cross-border terrorist attacks against Pakistan, as they have promised to do in the Doha Agreement and in subsequent policy declarations. However, endeavors towards this end appear to have failed. The Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan seems to have been emboldened, not disempowered, by the new regime to declare war against Pakistan. Its attacks have intensified. Pakistan will not tolerate such cross-border terrorism by the TTP or other terrorist groups like the BLA, which are also receiving financial and other support from hostile quarters. We reserve the right to take direct action against terrorist organizations. It is my expectation that the remembrance of the APS attack will serve to mobilize the United Nations counterterrorism machinery to address the threat of terrorism, which emanates from various countries in a comprehensive and effective manner. We need to eliminate safe havens of these terrorists, to cut off the sources of their financing and sponsorship, and to target and hold accountable individuals and entities responsible for terrorist attacks or for sponsoring and financing such attacks. Pakistan looks forward to the support of the United Nations and the international community in realizing our objectives. I'd just like to take this opportunity to read out from this little brochure that has been prepared. It's a picture of Ms. Taira Qazi, who is the principal of the APS school, with the quote from her and her last words: "They are my children and I am their mother." Taira Qazi was burnt alive by the terrorists in front of her pupils. This is a picture of Sher Shah Khattak. He embraced martyrdom at the APS attack and sacrificed his life to save his injured colleagues and classmates. I too have lost my mother in a terrorist attack by the same organization. But they say that the only thing harder than a child burying a mother is a mother burying their son. I thank you all for joining us today in solidarity for Pakistan's long and arduous conflict against terrorism. Thank you.
I'd like to वज़ीर ख़ारजा बिलावल भुट्टो ज़रदारी न्यूयॉर्क में सानह आर्मी पब्लिक स्कूल की 8वीं बरसी के हवाले से मुनक़िदा तकरीब से खिताब कर रहे थे। उन्होंने कहा कि सानह APS की याद आज भी ताज़ा है, वो गम आज भी ताज़ा है। हम महफूज रियासत के तौर पर सामने आए हैं। हमले में 132 बच्चे, 8 असातिज़ा और स्टाफ के अरकान शहीद हुए। हमले की जिम्मेदारी TTP ने कबूल की। उन्होंने सानह APS में शहीद होने वाली प्रिंसिपल और उन तमाम बच्चों को खराज अक़ीदत भी पेश किया और साथ ही साथ उन्होंने पाकिस्तान में दहशतगर्दी के खात्मे के लिए की जाने वाली कुर्बानियों के हवाले से भी जिक्र किया। नाज़रीन, ये थी PTV ताज़ा तरीन।